Okay, well, anyway, after a little bit of time of finessing and tinkering, I finally got her in there. All nice and secure. O-rings in place, seated well. Took a little bit of work. I bet I had to do some massaging on the little tabbies that hold it down in there because, well, I guess one of them got bent or something. I don't know. That's what happens, I guess, when you go through 4 fuel pumps now in the last, I don't know, 3 weeks, give or take. So, anyway, new fuel pump is put in. I'm about to slide the tank back up underneath the truck and hook the fuel lines up, run a pressure test on it, and see if I get the pressure I'm looking for. So, here we go. I get rid of this cigarette because I'm playing with gas, so obviously, you know, even though you can throw a cigarette in a bucket of gas and it'll go out, but, you know, everybody gets scared about smoking cigarettes around gas. By the way, don't anybody try that at home. I don't recommend throwing a lit cigarette in a bucket of gas, even though I've done it myself, just to kind of startle people and be standing around, be smoking a cigarette, and they'll freak out. Oh, you're smoking a cigarette around a bucket of gas. You better put that out. And I said, okay. And I throw the cigarette in the bucket of gas. Watch them all run. Okay, well, anyway, here we go. Let me get in position here. About got the gas tank slid back up. Okay, now that we're in position, I'll go over the process of putting this back together. Well, you can either run these lines back. You gotta remove these little caps. You can put them back in the order you took them off. You can reverse the order. It really don't matter, but I can tell you one thing's for sure. You gotta remember the bigger line. See the size of that line? See the size of that line? Put the two of them together and you can tell the difference. The smaller line right here is your return. This is your supply. On this particular make and model, the supply line is the first one. Put it on there, nice and snug. And you got your vent line. It goes in the middle. You take your ordinary pair of pliers and you get hold of that little clamp right there. Squeeze together. You want to position it where you got about a 1/2 inch sticking out one end. About like so. And then you take your return line and you just push it on there. Make sure they're locked in place and you're good to go. I forgot to cover this. See, here's my line, my wire. No burns, no fraying. Wires look great. That plugs in right there. There, just push. Here's a little click. Then we got this wire right here. This is your tank pressure sensor. It monitors the amount of pressure in the fuel tank. Click that on there. Look at there, all done. Now,
hello.
It's time to run a fuel pressure test.
Why are you having a video again?
because I'm showing the people on YouTube how to put it back together. I gotta go over here to the red truck, get the keys. Keys. So anyway, we'll go open the hood of the truck and set you down here where you can watch the fuel pressure gauge for me. Okay, here we are. Here's my little V6. I don't know why you can see it. There it is right there. And we're going to put you down right here. I'm going to take my fuel pressure gauge and we'll put him right there. Make sure you guys can see him. There we are. Here we go. Now all you want to do when you do this is just turn the key on, cycle it a couple of times, make sure you get the most pressure you're going to get in line. And if it's doing right, it should shoot right up here between 60 and 62, give or take. You know, sometimes it could go up here, but we're looking for this number right here is acceptable. This one down here, this will just keep it running, but it's not enough to run it. We get down here and this is bad. This is me 40 psi means it won't run at all. Well, that's a little better than the last time around. Let's go on ahead and crank it up and see what she looks like while she's running. Well, there you have it. Guess that's about the best I'm going to get. Fuel pump number 4. Still only 50 psi. I don't know if I'm reading my books wrong or I don't know what's going on with it. I mean, it's 4 fuel pumps and right around 50 psi. You've seen it with your own eyes. And now everybody's telling me it's supposed to be 60 to 66. And it's still crapping out on me, so I don't know what to say. I'll go over here and rev the gas up by the cable. By the way, when you're doing this, don't reach across the fan. Always reach around. Yep, she's still crapping out. Well, anyway. Well, thank you all for joining me for the ride. Appreciate it. If you like what I do here, just click like and subscribe. Have fun. I know I will.